Hello. Hi, this is Sohrab, and welcome to the first ever podcast of Wisemonkeys. I'm sitting right now with a friend of mine, Hitarth. He has recently come from New Zealand and he's working for an e commerce firm. He's got a couple of questions on AI, so I thought of let me just discuss this point with him, record it, and put it online so that people can listen to it and get some more knowledge. Hi, Hitarth.
Hi Saurabh, how are you?
I'm good. I'm doing well. So, what questions you have on AI?
Firstly, I don't know anything about what AI is, so I want to ask you that what is AI? What is artificial intelligence?
Okay, well, that's a very common questions. When we talk about artificial intelligence, people think about robots as like others. You would also be thinking the same thing, right?
Yeah, what all that I know about artificial intelligence is robots to me and nothing else.
Okay. Okay. So right now you're using which a nice smartphone, and your smartphone is also using AI. You must be knowing that well, right?
Yeah,
So, what applications of AI do you use in your regular life, according to you?
just the camera and features to play around, nothing else.
Okay, fine. Let me just break down this entire terminologies into two different small words. Let me just break it down to two words: artificial and intelligence. So, artificial is something which is man-made, and intelligence to us is someone who is generally having 80 or 90% marks. We call that person as intelligent, or doing some extraordinary thing which is considered to be as intelligence. Do you agree to that?
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much. Okay, what if I say just drinking a glass of water, if you can do that, that's what intelligence is. Do you agree to this?
Yes.
Okay, how do you agree to this point?
Just you are putting some efforts.
Putting some efforts. Okay, I would rather say you are doing one thing successfully. Since you picked up a glass of water, you drank it well, and you did that particular task absolutely correctly without any disturbance. That's intelligence.
Okay.
Okay, so if a machine is doing a certain task which is given to the machine successfully, we'll call that part as an artificially intelligent task, because a machine which is a man-made device, now that machine has completed that particular task successfully, we'll call that as an AI. How about this simple definition?
Yeah, I got a little more knowledge about what AI is. It's not only robots, but there are a hell lot of things in that as well.
Okay, and it's not just there on robots, it's more in our life that we don't even know. Like for example, I would say the network operators, they use like Airtel, Vodafone. There are many operators there. So these guys, they use a lot of AI to route and connect your cell phones so that you get a better quality network. You use Google. Of course, that's the first thing it comes to our mind when we talk about AI on a computer system, right?
Yep.
Okay. So, any idea about how old the AI is?
No clue about it.
No clue about it. Still, generally, if you have to think about AI, you will think about computers came and then AI
Yeah,
came.
maybe 80s or 90s.
80s or 90s. What if I say it has a very long history? Any rough figure you want to guess before I tell you?
60s.
60s.
So maybe 60, 70 years from now.
60, 70 years from now. What if I say it's way beyond your imagination? AI has been there into our lives on this particular planet Earth since the time humans were not even there. In fact, I would rather say, if you open the scriptures and read, AI is there during the time of Ramayana and Mahabharata.
Okay.
So, well, that's going to be really interesting, because all what we know about AI and its history is about the Alan Turing. He came up with an experiment in 1950. Maybe you might have watched the movie of Alan Turing, which is Imitation Game. Have you watched the movie The Imitation Games?
No, I don't have any idea about it.
Okay, no problem. For the new beginners who really want to know about AI, I would recommend that you should go and at least watch the trailer, or you can actually watch the movie. Fantastically made. Okay, so what I'll do is in the description of our podcast, I'll mention the URL, so the our listeners can actually watch that and understand better.
Okay.
All right. So coming back to the point how old AI is, I would like to tell you that it is as old as during the time of Ramayana and Mahabharata, as I mentioned. For an instance, people would know about Ravana. Ravan was having like 10 different heads. What if I say those 10 heads is an example of 10 different robos trained, and the knowledge passing on those robos happened using the DNA. Okay, so nowadays you might have seen that people have come up with a new technique to store the data into a DNA.
Okay.
So during that same time, the information passing was happening from the DNA. So the information was being converted into a form where what a DNA can store, and that was being passed over to the 10 different bodies of Ravana, so that they can mutate and work accordingly.
Okay.
Okay, so that's old AIs. I know it is really difficult for you to digest for now.
Yeah, exactly.
It is for you to understand about computers is about this, that AI is from the time when the computers were there. In fact, I would rather say if you will really dig deep into the topic, you will really understand that Alan Turing in 1950s wanted to make a machine which can imitate like a human, and he never wanted to make a computer. The outcome of that was a computer what we have today. The idea was conceived during his time, and that conceived idea is turned out to be a computing machine what we use now. He wanted to make a human brain imitate in a machine.
Okay, yeah, that is much more simplified to me now. Yeah.
Okay, so that's a very fundamental question. Anything more you want to know about AI?
So, what is the difference between artificial intelligence and human intelligence?
Okay, that's a fantastic question. Like, to know about artificial intelligence and human intelligence, most people think that machines are smarter than humans. What do you think? What is your take?
Yeah, they are, but I don't exactly agree to it because machines are made by humans. So,
Okay, that's one point. Machines are made by humans, but do you have any proof to it?
that about what?
That whether a computer is more intelligent or a human is more intelligent?
No, I don't have any proof to
You
it.
don't have any proof. Okay, let me just explain you that. Let me give you a brief about it, so that you understand what is a real intelligence and what's a human intelligence. See, what's a computer intelligence? Sorry. So computer intelligence is like you give a task to a computer, it does the task, and that's great. For example, if I open a calculator and simply I type 2 plus 2, the output is going to be 4. Okay, so if I type again 2 plus 2, the output is going to be
4. Okay.
if I type the same thing 10 times, the output is going to be
The same.
4. Okay, let me ask you now. Okay, if I ask you, Hitarth, what is 1 plus 3?
That's 4.
If I ask you again, Hitarth, what is 1 plus 3?
My answer is gonna be the same. That's 4.
You should have said 4. You said something else.
Yeah.
I was expecting 4, and you avoided my question. Rather, you said my answer is going to be the same. The machine will not tell me that my answer is same. Why are you asking me again?
Correct.
That's where the difference comes of human intelligence, which is also narrated as a cognitive experience. Like, because humans have a very different mode of learning, a very different mode of answering, very different mode of understanding, and that intelligence is cognitive intelligence, not conditional. Machines have very much conditional intelligence. You feed in, you get the output right.
Okay.
So here the things are different. Let me give you one more beautiful example. For an instance, every day in the morning you get up and you enjoy a nice cup of tea. Probably that is you've been doing the same routine since last 5 years. Every day you get up, you enjoy a nice cup of tea. One fine day, suddenly what happens that you get up early in the morning and you don't want to have tea. Would it be possible?
Maybe.
Of course. Why so? Why are you changing your routine?
I might not feel like having tea anymore.
Exactly. Probably that could be the case. Well, these cases are not there with machines. They do the same task every time, again, 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 1,000 times, 1,000, more than 1,000 times. You give the input, the same output you're gonna get. Here, the input is same. Every day you are getting up at the same time, same input, but the output is different.
Okay.
Okay, so that's where I would say that's the cognition. Okay, so the real intelligence and computer intelligence, here it is different.
Okay.
So I hope you got the clear picture now.
Yeah, I pretty much got the idea about it. So I will like to think about it more. I mean, read about it more and know what exactly artificial intelligence is. But yeah, right now I got a pretty much good idea about it, that what it is, and now I am interested to know more, and I'm pretty sure that I would like to come and ask you more about it if you don't mind.
Absolutely, you're always welcome. So this is a pretty healthy conversation. I think my listeners would also enjoy the same. And next time we'll sit together once again and have a healthier conversation on AI.
I'm pretty sure I'll have much more questions if I get into it more, and I would love to do it.
Definitely, you're always welcome. All right, that's it. We end for now. Thank you for listening, guys. This was a very lovely conversation with Hitarth. So I would request you all that if you have any questions on AI, I would request you to please comment these questions. You can write these questions in the comment section, and you can share this podcast with your friends. And if they have any questions, you can feel free to ask me. And definitely, I would be very happy to reply you back in our next coming podcast. Thank you.